Hello again, my name's Gabe Salma. You know, I caught a little bit of Huckabee, Governor Huckabee, and he was chatting with Maria Chappelle-Nadal. Maria is the senator, the state senator out of Missouri. She heads up District 14. And you have to ask yourself a question. You know, these people that are in these key positions, should they be doing and saying the things that they do and the things that they say? You remember what the Governor Jay Nixon said? Yeah, he said that the police officer, Darren Wilson, needs to be prosecuted. The evidence hasn't even been presented to the grand jury at that point, but he came out and said that the police officer needs to be prosecuted. Now, you know, if I was an attorney and if I had cases brought before the governor when he was the district attorney, I'd want all those cases reviewed, every single last one of them. There's obviously something wrong with his mind. Part of the problem is he's a Democrat. That's just part of the problem. But for him to have said what he said when he said it is completely idiotic. If anybody votes to re-elect him, they deserve what they're going to get. Now, Maria Chappelle-Nadal was asked by Huckabee, well, you think it's right for you to have said what you said? She had said that if the grand jury doesn't indict the officer, Darren Wilson, then there'll be riots breaking out. And she tried to sort of dance around it. She says, well, you know, she was out marching with her constituents, but she said if there's a guilty plea, she's not going to be too concerned because there'll be peace. But if he's proven to be innocent and they're not going to indict him, then she believes there'll be riots breaking out all over. Now you have to ask yourself a question, why? If the grand jury deems him to be innocent, in the sense that it was a rightful shooting, then why would there be riots? You know, I also heard that there was a black officer that just killed a white unarmed man. Has anybody heard about that? Has anybody talked about that? Now, you got these fire breathers like Eric H.Holder Jr., who comes out and says, well, I could see why they'd be upset. Well, I could see why they'd be upset. What does that do other than pour more fuel to the fire? And you got that idiot Al Sharpton screaming his head off. What does that do? And you got that moron Jesse Jackson. What does that do? Why aren't they screaming about what's going on in Chicago? They had, what, 7 murders and 28 wounded over the weekend. Yeah, it's completely crazy. And these people that are in elected positions, there's something really wrong with both this Maria Nadal and especially the governor, Governor Jay Nixon. Once again, if I was an attorney and I had lost a case when he was a prosecutor, I'd be back in court. There's absolutely something wrong with him to have said what he said when he said it. It's disgusting. You wonder how people that are that stupid can achieve the level of success within the government that they've been able to achieve. That's what I think. So what do you think?